Mm. Good day, people. Good fucking day. So, let's see. I'm not gonna say that this is a review, because it isn't. At least, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm full of shit. But, I do want to talk about this. And that has been the experience that I've had with Minecraft so far has been kind of magical. And this is coming from a person who, for many years, thought that Minecraft was just kind of, it's kind of dumb, just to be honest. Brown terracotta. And you know what? It's not even that, like, it was dumb. It was more so that I didn't really care for the art style of, like, just vanilla Minecraft. I always thought that it was missing something, or that it was just kind of, for lack of a better word, ugly. And this is coming from an ugly guy, so I shouldn't be talking, you know? But yeah, for me, that's what it was. And I just remember, you know, like, I'd remember watching, or I'm sorry, not like remember watching, but I would see other games, pixel games that had lighting or something like just some, like, edge, like this, like, sort of unique edge that would make that pop. And I guess, like, you know, maybe for Minecraft it would be, what the hell? It's like raining here, but not here? What the fuck? It's dead ass not raining over here. That's funny. Yeah, look at this. I don't, what? That's I feel like I'm in the Truman Show right now, where, like, he's getting rained on. In, like, this, I mean, I know I'm not getting rained on, but still, I think it's funny. Maybe we can find a bed here and not have to worry about the night. But see, it's raining here too. That's weird. It's so funny. But anyways, I always thought that, you know, Minecraft was missing that edge, if you will, that sort of visual je ne sais quoi, if you will. So that's one of the main reasons I didn't play. I remember one time I did, or not one time, I did buy it on the Switch, which probably wasn't, was the best idea, because it I mean, to be honest, it kinda sucked. What the fuck? Oh. Bro, relax, man. Let me chill. Right. But anyways, you know, the games that had that sort of, like, artistic flair or edge to them, that was something that I always felt was missing for Minecraft, personally. I'm sure that some people would disagree, and, you know, maybe some people are just like, hey, you know, I think that Minecraft and its world gen was beautiful, and I think that that's a valid argument. I wouldn't argue with someone if that was their perspective, right? Because I think that's a valid perspective to have. But with that being said, at least for me, I don't. There was just, again, like, there was always something missing, something that I was always hoping that it had, and I ended up finding it when like, these mod packs that started showing up, you know? and I started playing it. Maybe, I don't know, what is it, 3 weeks, less than a month for sure that I've been playing this game. And I gotta tell you, I've had a magical time with this game. I would say, I don't really know how any other way to describe it other than it truly has been a magical experience of I don't know if there's like there's a word to describe what I'm trying to get at, but I have just enjoyed myself so immensely that it's hard to put down. It's one of those things where, like, I'm thinking about it. I want to see other people play. I want to see other people, do stuff, and what the fuck? But anyways, I've just been watching people play this game. Even like, and that's the thing. That's what made me want to play this game. Like watching other people play it and seeing these mod packs. Where I'm just like, yo, that world looks kind of beautiful. Like there's something really special about it, right? And it's made me want to, jump in and experience it for myself. And I haven't, it has not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna grab anything from these chests just because I am not ready to explore this place. Although I should get those emeralds just in case. Which, yeah, just take them. But anyways, kind of just getting back to it. The exploration of this game has been it's been a joy. Truly just an absolute joy, getting to play this game, getting to see like all of this shit, right? The effects and it's just been I can't really describe it other than just like it's just been so much fun. It's been so incredibly enthralling. Poof. Sorry ass. Oh, that's a camel. Oh shit. But anyways, so I've just had so much fun kind of getting to learn this game and getting to play it. And when I started playing this game for the first time, I really didn't know anything other than like, that the Nether exists, that there's like you can make a portal, and it was purple blocks. I had no idea what these purple blocks were. So what the fuck? Bro, this place is insane. What the I'm dealing with some fucking evil ass creatures. Creatures of 1,000 nightmares. Oh, bro, if I had come here any sooner, I would have for sure died right there. For sure died. I don't know what that is. Does that mean that my sword sucks or some shit? Anyways, again, like, I knew very little of actually, like, the inner workings. I was just like, you know, I know that you can make a portal this way. I know that, like, at least in the videos that I've watched, like, the blocks look purple. I didn't know that it was actually obsidian. I'd never really, like, paid enough attention to know that's what it was. Because I would always, like, be playing them when I was at... I'm sorry, I'd always be, like, having these videos on in the background, just kind of listening to them passively and shit. And, so, like, I knew bits and pieces, kind of like when you watch, I don't know, like, clips of a movie, and you know, I don't know, maybe, like, a little bit of the beginning and a little bit of the end, and maybe a little bit of the middle. Who's shooting at me? Oh, maybe I touched the cactus. I'm so good. Ow. Get dodged, bro. Lame ass. But anyways, kind of just getting back to it. I knew little bits here and there. Never anything enough for me to, I don't know, to like blow through anything. Because I was trying to figure everything out and kind of like play on my own without using any guides and shit. And that's been a lot of fun because I do like, you know, figuring stuff out on my own. I like that difficulty. I've never had I don't know. I enjoy when I slowly piece things together and kind of get an understanding of the game in my own way and at my own speed. And I say that because sometimes those discoveries can be just as fun and as exciting as beating a boss, like in, you know, like Sekiro or Dark Souls, right? Like, to me, you can get those dopamine hits from I don't know, like something stupid like okay, so for instance, it took me a long time to figure out like that you can make a compass, right? And I was hesitant, and I would always use like torches and shit to figure out a way to get back, you know. And when I finally got the compass or whatever, I was just like, oh, okay, cool, like, you know, I can use this to like navigate and to, you know, kind of get a better understanding of where my bearings are. And then when I found out you can make a map, I was just like, oh, with a compass, that was cool too, because it took me so long to figure out like the cartography table, because I had no fucking clue. And I remember I remember putting in like a map that I had found, and another piece of paper, and like nothing happened. So then I put in like a piece of, what was it, like a, it was like 2 pieces of paper or some shit, and like it just worked, and I got like a little map, and I was just like, wait, what? And it was like kind of like a really big map, like not a big map like of the area that you could see, but like I was just like, man, like this isn't showing me shit. So I started like stuffing pages into it until I had like this really big map that was kind of useless because it was a little too big. That's what she said. But anyways, like to me, little discoveries like that are fun. And this cave is fucking badass, by the way. Holy shit! See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look how that looks. And I'm fucking chilling underwater, you know? Is that a Wizzoid? Wait, hold on. Don't attack. Oh no, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh shit. This place is interesting. This place is really fucking cool. This is what I mean though, like this is the kind of shit that I don't remember having so much fun exploring a world since like the days of Skyrim and Oblivion. So for me that's like high praise for a game that originally I was just like, man, this game looks like kind of mid. You know? Why am I, like, slow? Yo, that shadow is fucking actually kind of creeping me out. But anywho, as I said, you know, it's just been such a joy to play this game and explore this game and see why it's just been like to be able to understand why it has the longevity that it does. You know, why people like love it, right? And a bit of a, I don't know if it's a funny story, but a story nonetheless. After playing Project Zomboid, for anyone that doesn't know, like personally I think that Project Zomboid is the best zombie game ever. And I'm not a big fan of zombies, but that game is it's if you give it the time that it deserves, it is a truly wonderful gaming experience. And you know, some people would say like, well, I don't have the time to, you know, put into a game like this, right? And that's fair, right? But but I think that it is very, very worth. It's a very, very good game. Some people may disagree because it's, you know, it's just not their jam, and that's fine. But anyways, I bring up Project Zomboid because I love, you know, making a base and, you know, going around and finding a base to like finding a base to use and sorry, finding a base to use and set up and decorate and make how I want. Like, I find that so much fun. But in a lot of games, base building, after playing Project Zomboid, something that I kind of fell out of love doing was making a base, because a lot of the times even in Project Zomboid, you don't really ever get to enjoy that base. And I don't know if that makes sense. What I mean by that is just like, okay, once you've built your magnum opus, the base that you want to have, right? What purpose does it serve? And some people will be like, well, that's the point, getting to making it is half, part of the satisfaction. And I get that, I do, but what I mean by enjoy is that, like, your character, like the person that's like in that world, doesn't really enjoy it. Like, I always, and maybe this is something that is just a me thing, and other people would be like, no, that's stupid, like, why? That just seems like a waste of time, and that's fair. But something that I thought would be cool was if you had a situation where you have a game, brother. You have a game where you have these bases. I'm sorry, you have things that you can do in your base once it's done. Like, you can set up specifically in Project Zomboid, right? I was thinking about, like, what if you could get even more buffs for sleeping, or taking, actually setting up a day where you're just gonna be like, okay, like, I don't know, it's almost like you set up an like a day off, if you will, right? And it's kind of like time-lapsed, where you see your character, like, imagine you spend time, making a jacuzzi or a pool or something, right? And then you write in a journal / itinerary where you're going to be like, okay, we're going to make this breakfast, right? We're going to take a shower, or, go into this pool, and we're going to sleep or take a nap or whatever the fuck, right? And you plan out, like, a quote-unquote day, or 2 or 3, and again, it's like a time-lapse thing where, it's, you're sort of seeing it happen, and, like, in a fast-forward state, and your character's just chilling, you can see your character drinking coffee and having a drink, or taking, swimming in the pool or whatever the fuck, right? And it's just like, you just took, 2 days off, and you get like a revitalization thing, and again, like, I don't know if that's something that other people would like, because I can imagine it's just like, yo, dude, like, I already have to manage so much shit in this game, like, why would I want to spend more time, doing this thing? And a part of me is just like, I would like to see my character enjoying the spaces that I've created. I think that is what I would like to see. You set up a base that has like a incredible vista, right? And you set up a little couch or something, and your character gets to enjoy that, and you get to see that. You get to see your character enjoying the fruits of your labor, and to me, there's something cool about that. And again, I don't know if I'm just tripping and that's just too much or whatever, but that was something that I was thinking. I'm just like, man, like, I don't really give a fuck about making that many bases, because your character doesn't enjoy them. You don't really get to it. Like, once they're made, what next? right? But anyways, I say all of this because Minecraft made me enjoy making cool bases again. And I have a couple of plans of something that I want, like, you know, stuff that I want to do and things that I would like to mess with because of just how this place is dangerous as fuck. But again, all I'm getting at is that I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with Minecraft. I have once again fallen in love with, you know, the aspect of this cave is fucking beautiful, by the way. The aspect of the base building, and it has been a complete joy to get to play this game and just live in this world. Dude, look at this cave. Look at this cave. Holy shit. Is that what that is? Those like currents or whatever? Brother, look at this cave! But anyways, sorry, I got a text message. I don't usually script these or really edit them because I'm lazy. But there is something that I would like to say quick, and that's my least favorite aspect of Minecraft has kind of been and you know, you guys are maybe gonna, you know, be like you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and I don't. But it's gotten to where I'm looking for diamond and netherite. That shit's annoying as fuck. Just straight up. Like, I have found such a small amount of netherite, and doing, like, you know, farming for diamonds and kind of going into these like caves and shit and whatnot, and I don't know, like doing this similar shit to what I would do in Terraria, but just in 3D. It's just been boring as fuck. Just straight up, it's been just kind of lame, to put it frankly. And it's those two things specifically. I feel that the game gives you so much, like, lapis lazuli and gold and everything else, man. But diamond and nether, like diamond isn't as bad. And then, you know, you have like I have this Fortune 3 pickaxe, right? But like That's the thing, though. Oh shit! It looks like a place for a base up here. Possibly. Yeah. Or not. You know, no, fuck that. What an idiot. What a nincompoop. The fuck was I good now? But just anyways, I'm sorry, but like kind of just going back to the whole lapis lazuli, like everything else is so, it feels like it's so abundant. Like I never have a problem having like charcoal or gold or iron or lapis lazuli for enchantments too. You know, even experience isn't like as annoying. It can still be a little bit annoying to, you know, just to have enough XP to enchant the stuff that you want, but at least, you know, you can I don't know, just go fight shit or mine and slowly kind of build it up. But the netherite is like really bad. And, you know, maybe you guys know of farms and shit that like are S tier. Oh, I got fucking 1,000 netherite in 30 seconds. That's cool, bro. I don't know how to do any of that shit. But that has been annoying. But to me, gathering diamonds and netherite or ancient debris, whatever the fuck it's called, has just been lame. It has been a very unfun experience, which is kind of unfortunate because like the rest of the game is like so like exploring and building your base and enchanting things and getting cool, you know, like enchanting, you know, making cool weapons for yourself and, you know, making your armor, enchanting your armor, and having a water armor or just like a regular running around armor. That's all fun. But what isn't fun is having to go you know, it like deep underground and fucking mine for 45 minutes and get like 7 diamond. And I'm saying this because that's what happened when I needed diamond and I didn't have a fortune 3x where it wasn't going to give me like 3 or whatever. I was just going to get literally 7. And another 40 minutes would pass and then I'd have like, okay, cool, I got 18, I got lucky, you know. And netherite is even more rare. So that's been kind of like the stain on what would be a truly wonderful gaming experience. And the thing is that like I don't even know if I would take a point off of it for Minecraft because the game itself is that good. And it's something that, like, you know, something like diamonds could be, like, fixed or whatever. And same thing with netherite. But, I don't know, I still think that that's kind of unfortunate that those two things that are towards, like, the end of, maybe not, again, I don't know, anything else, at least where I'm at, I've gone to the nether, I've upgraded my armor to, like, the netherite shit, right? And I have netherite stuff, and but like that took forever. And I guess like some people would say like it should take you that long, and I agree. Like the first time, right? Like if you don't know if you're like me and you don't know what you're doing, I do agree. Like I do think that the first time it should take a long time for you to get that. But once you kind of have an idea of what you need to be doing, right? Like it's easy. And again, like everything else is so abundant. And I'm not saying that you need to make diamond as abundant as charcoal, or what is it, red ore, or the ruby shit. But I'm just like, yo, dude, increase that shit by like 10-15% or some shit. And that would do like wonders. And maybe that the number's too high, that number's too high for diamonds, but for netherite, please bump that shit up to like 25% more. Because, man, I think I spent like 2-3 hours to just get like a full, like to be able to have what I have. And mind you, you need like, what I think is it, like you need, you first need to get the ancient debris, then you have to, what is it, toss it in a furnace. I can't think of the word right now. What am I, like, why can't I think of the fucking word? You have to smelt it or whatever the fuck, or purify it in a blast furnace or a fucking furnace to get, the little the netherite scraps or whatever. And then you need 3 and gold, 3 fucking of these like 3 of these ancient debris or netherite to and like, what is it? I think it's like 3 of those and like 2 gold, or vice versa. And like the gold isn't the problem. It's the fucking like, yo, dude, like I barely got enough of this shit. And it's just, I don't know, like that part, as I said, has just been kind of annoying. Man, it's unfortunate because I've been having so much fun with the rest of the game. I don't know if other people feel this way. And again, maybe it's because I don't fucking know anything and I'm not looking anything up, or efficient farms or anything like that. But I just say, again, I'm not going to deduct a point from Minecraft or anything like that, but I'm going to call it a nitpick. Because as it stands right now, man, look at this. Like, that's Minecraft, bro. Like, finding this. And granted, this is a mod pack, but like, mod packs are literally just, you go on Modrinth or fucking CurseForge and select the mod pack and then and then like just create the instance, boom, done. It's not like modding Ghost Recon Breakpoint, where you gotta fucking go to like, what is it, the Forge or whatever, and then open up this folder, and then like, extract the folder, and then put like the TMB files into the whatever the fuck, and these files into the other files. It's nothing like that. So there are other games that are so much more, and I wouldn't even call Ghost Recon Breakpoint complicated, but a little bit more involved in the modding process. But with Minecraft on PC, it's literally, you download CurseForge or Modrinth or whatever it is that you use. You log into your fucking Minecraft or fucking Microsoft account. You search for the mod pack that you want, install it, and that's it. You literally have to do nothing. So for me, that's why I say this is Minecraft. Like, damn, dude, look at this place. It's fucking incredible. And it's a fucking cave with like water and shit. It's just, to me, it's what I love about this game. It's finding places like this and getting to explore them, or finding this place and be like, yo, dude, I want to make a base here. And you want that base to like fit in this place, and you start envisioning it, and even if it doesn't come out the way that you had in your head, like, man, you still did it, right? You still created that thing, you put it in this place, and you have something that you can rearrange or mess with in the future, right? But now you have that, and I think that that's special. I think that that's something that's truly special. So yeah, by no means am I reviewing Minecraft or anything like that. I am just saying this has been a wonderful gaming experience so far. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go after I've gone to the Nether. The only reason I even knew that there was netherite and any of that was because I was watching the guys from RDC play Minecraft, and I remember hearing Dylan talk about netherite. But it took me an eternity to realize, like, oh, you need ancient debris first, and you gotta smelt that and all of that stuff. So, whatchamacallit? I don't know what happens next. I haven't found like a castle thing inside the Nether. I found like an archway and kind of like a bridge, but like not like a fortress or anything like that. And the places that I've spawned in the Nether, they're just kind of over like giant lava pits, and I'm just like, I don't really have that many places that I can go. So there's that. But anyways, as I said, it's I don't know what I'm doing next. I've just been, as I said, exploring and playing this game and just having an absolute blast. And for me, I like to find places that I think are cool, that are already established in the game, and then make the base in that place. I like to have multiple bases, and multiple places to go that are kind of unique into the locale. And it's just been so much fun. I've had so much fun. And I don't know if you're a person like me that, at some point, you're like, I don't really like the way Minecraft looks. Brother, let me tell you, look at this. Look at that, bro. This is how you can make Minecraft look. And these gods of modding, bro. They're so incredible in what they do and how they optimize it, and they make incredible man, they're just incredible at what they do. To make something like this look this good, run this well, and be this optimized, you can't help but just give them props. And to me, you can really see the love and passion poured into these mod packs and to these individual mods. You really see it. But anyways, as I said, Minecraft has been a beautiful gaming experience for me. And I think that anyone that loves exploration, base building, you need to give this game a try on PC for sure. You guys have to give it a try and play it, and play it however you want. A lot of people will say, to mod pack this or mod pack that, or you need to play this way or that way. And the reality is, you don't need to do any of that. You could even use the command shed. Like if you don't like the places you spawned, go into creative mode, fly around, and find a spawn that you like in the world that you're in, and then just turn creative mode off and land where you want to start, and then just go from there. But no, man, Minecraft is a special game. I get it. I finally get it after all this time. And again, I literally started playing this game less than a month ago. And it is now August 5th, 2026. Maybe a month now. So, if you guys like building bases, like seeing some beautiful shit, like when you walk out of the tombs in Dark Souls 3, right? And then you see Irithyll. I'm not kidding. I don't know how they do it, but Minecraft has that shit. I remember one time I was going down this river, and I saw a fucking floating castle. I was just like, no fucking way. It was just like cool little moments like that. And then like this, finding this fucking incredible, beautiful cave. Anyways, much love and have a good night.